everybody, I'm Brooke Sanders and I'm the Secret Garden Girl, and the last time I saw you we were planting garlic. Oh my goodness, and I am excited to show you guys what's happening on the patio today. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Come on. Okay, let's start with this little plant here. This was a gift, and it was teeny tiny, and it's kind of hard to tell what they are when you first, the leaves first start. Well, it wasn't doing well. I have it in this little 3-gallon, maybe 3-gallon, maybe 2.5-gallon little container, and I was getting ready to take it out and say goodbye to it. And I came outside to do the dirty deed, and lo and behold, there were just 2 big, fat, gorgeous flowers with a bee jumping from flower to flower. And I realized, oh boy, we have success. And it wasn't just a few days later, lo and behold, I came outside and look at what we have here, folks. I'm so excited. It's a little butternut squash. And look, we have some more flowers right here coming on, so that means we're gonna have a few butternut squash here, I think, in a 2.5, 3-gallon container, folks. That's just nutty. Now I will say that I do keep this in shade for most of the day. It maybe only gets a little bit of sun, for about an hour, not too intense through my olive tree, so speckled sun for a few hours a day. And it's doing just great because our sun here is so darn hot. And then of course we have my poinsettia that I put into a larger container last week, and it is much happier. And this little baby one doesn't seem to be too happy. We may lose her, I don't know. I'm going to try some nutrients and we'll see. We'll give it another week. Alrighty. My lavender is not a Spanish lavender, it's more of an English variety. And makes it not so hardy because it gets hot here. As I've told you folks before, we're close to the border, maybe 20 minutes away from the Mexican border, so close to Nogales, which means we get hot weather here. Basil's doing great. I harvested. And it's just doing great. As you can see, you harvest and then they go back. Isn't that wonderful? Mother Nature is just amazing. And then we've had my marigolds. It really helps with the pests. And the tomato is beginning to fruit. Yay! Now these are little itty bitty tomatoes and they're so sweet. So we'll see if it continues to come to fruition. And then my pepper plant is doing better. The grasshopper, the mean grasshopper, came and ate most of its plants, but it's flowering for me, so I'm so grateful. More, of course, of these beautiful stinky flowers. Now we were also talking last week about my rosemary and how this terrible gardener killed a rosemary. How does any respectable gardener kill a rosemary? But when it's in a small container like this, and it was 12 or so degrees, and I went to go do a video of somebody else's garden for you folks, and I came home and I had done killed the rosemary. I could not believe I killed the rosemary. So I thought, well, that's pretty despicable of me. Nonetheless, I just sort of put it down here, kind of ignored my terrible mistake, and I came outside about a week later, looked down, and holy cow, it started to bounce back. So we've got a lot of greenage here. I came through and I took off all the dead bits, and that made it even happier. So we have saved the rosemary. I'm not as despicable of a gardener as I thought. And then of course we have watermelon. Can you guys say watermelon margaritas? So So these are little itty bitty watermelons. I have 3 of them in there, and I doubt if I'll have any more from this plant, but you just never know. And then of course my citrus plant that I was telling you folks about, I grew this from seed, and I'll show you in the next couple of slides how I I'm so happy about this. I may try to do it again. And it's got its 2nd set of leaves. Well, it's 3rd set of leaves now. And that means we're truly out of the danger zone. And that makes me very happy. Now, last week I was telling you we had this terrible grasshopper here. I've had him here for a few weeks, and I was battling him. And Pepe, my wonderful lizard who lives here on my patio, I think finally got him. And I'll show you a picture of Pepe if I have him. I have a picture of him. I think I do. And that horrible grasshopper liked this pepper plant, but brought it literally down to its nubbers. It was just a stem, and I was going to pull it, and then lo and behold, it came back. It's just wonderful. And so it will succeed, I think. And then this plant, this pepper, has, I think this one's a jalapeno, and this one is going to do great because look at all those flowers. All right, so last week we were planting, or maybe it was 9 or 10 days ago, we put in a whole bunch of garlic in here. I think I had 8 cloves. And as you can see, first right here we have tomatoes right here. I put in here about this big. It was a big tomato. It was sprouting literally on my counter from the inside out. So I thought, well, how fun would it be to just plant the whole thing in here for you guys to see what would happen, right? We've seen those things on Instagram and all those other social media, how to grow fruits and veggies in a funky, kind of a funky manner. And so I thought, well, let's just check it out. And lo and behold, I couldn't believe it. It's actually worked. Okay, so the garlic, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like they all have popped, folks. And I'm very pleased about that because I have gotten some, remarks from people saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing it that way. You should be doing it this way. I do it my way. I'm a simple gardener. I don't complicate things unless I have to. Sweet potatoes are in here. And these are 45-gallon grow bags. These 2. I didn't mention that. They were a gift, and boy, they are awesome. In fact, here is a picture, if you guys can see, right there. That's where they come from. Oh, you can't see, huh? I'll have to come out here and do something with that so you guys know where they came from. Okay, it's good news.